Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm so late. Hello, hello, hello. I know it's a little late, but my boyfriend and I ended up going out for dinner, and my daughter is at a friend's house for the night. We will be picking her up in the morning for her dance class at noontime. But the update I have for everyone is I got a phone call, or I tried calling the superintendent's office to see if they had any updates on when my daughter would be starting at another school. And nobody could answer before 3 o'clock. So I believe it was shortly after I called there, I received a phone call from the principal at the current school, and he gave me specific times for starting Monday, actually. Specific times for when the bus will be here in the morning and and what time they will be dropping her off. Um, it's two different buses. One is for the one in the morning. They pick her up at 7:49 a.m. and school starts at 8:30, which is a half hour earlier than what her present school started at. Her second one is coming home. She'll be home at 3:08, and the school over there gets out at 2:40. Whereas this school that she was in got out at 3:10. So that's like 5, 10, 15, 20, about a 25-minute difference. Well, in the morning it's like a half hour difference. In the afternoon it's like a 25-minute difference. So she'll be home earlier in the afternoons. And again, this is starting Monday. Her teacher sent home she's got it with her. It's a little, it's Francesca. It's pink. It's her favorite color, and she named it Francesca I don't know if it's a cat or elephant or something like that, but it's a little stuffed animal, and he sent home a nice homemade card for her, saying she was going to miss her. And I guess when the principal told the teacher that Megan needed to pack up her desk, that's when she broke loose. Tears started streaming down her face. And after I heard that, I started crying. Because, to be honest, this is basically one of the only teachers I really liked in the school. And it's a shame that it had to come to this. I still don't understand why people do this. And it's not fair to the child. This was supposed to be her home school, and I don't know why it ended up the way it did. But you bet your bottom dollar I am going to find out. I believe Monday I will be making a phone call to the Pawtucket Police Department to find out what the update is. And if I have to, I will press charges myself on this woman, because I am not going to let her get away with it. Even though my daughter is not in that school, I'm not letting this go. I want people out there to be aware that when, not even, schools aren't even safe anymore. I was just reading on, I believe it was Facebook. It was through a parent something advisory, and I guess one of the I think it was yesterday actually. There was something, and I guess there was a couple of students that got injured. It was at Slater Middle School. I believe that's here in Pawtucket somewhere. Hey Steph, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Sorry I'm so late, but we ended up going out. Yeah, again, I saw this on Facebook, and it happened at a middle school, and I guess, good, how are you? On your fine. I don't sleep. Another night owl, huh? Yeah, this happened at Slater Middle School, and there was fighting, and I guess a couple of kids were injured, and one got a very bad concussion. And the thing that the school put out, saying that there was nobody injured, and that their priority is to keep the kids safe or whatever. They claimed that it was a fire drill bell that went off, and that nobody was injured or hurt. And they do that just to cover their own asses. And there was somebody seriously injured, and that a few people who were injured and harmed by other students. They were getting kicked. You could see the video right there. And I just don't find it fair. It's not right, it's unacceptable, and something needs to be done to stop this. So, I am beyond livid, that this happens in any school system. It doesn't matter where you live. It can happen in your district. It can happen in your school. We as parents need to be the ones who speak up about this. And if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for us. Nobody is going to stick up for our children. And it is so not cool. You know, these people should be fired or lose their jobs, have charges brought upon them for hurting someone else's child. How would you feel if that happened to their own children? I'm sure then maybe they'd understand. But it didn't happen to their child, it happened to someone else's. So now they have to face the consequence. But yeah, this is the update. It is ridiculous. You know, it's beyond ridiculous. And it needs to stop. You know, they think all these other programs that are involved with the schools, you know, to help with bullying, it's supposed to be a non-bullying school. And it's not. You know, and getting these other groups or organizations involved to do school assemblies. What's the use of doing school assemblies when it's not helping? They need something more. They need someone to watch these kids. They need something in the classrooms so the principal or other staff can see. The ones who work in the office can't see everything all the time. They only see what's on the outside of the building, and that is it. Just seems like they start caring about the kids. It's like if you don't like working with children, and quit before they hurt someone. Exactly. You know, quit your job if you don't want to work with your kids. It's part of your job. That's what you get paid for, supposedly, right? Ugh. I feel like they're not doing their job good enough. You know, and it's not only the parent's job, it's the teacher's job as well. You have a job for a reason, to teach these kids. You teach them that it's okay to go up to somebody and grab their forearm and try to grab them off a chair with their forearm and their feet and then scratch them at the same time. Not scratch them, but leave marks on them. That's taking your job away from you. And I'm not going to stop until it gets done. People like that shouldn't be in the school system. They shouldn't be allowed to teach. You should be getting anger management if they have an anger issue. But it's also a way to lose their freedom if they get caught hurting someone's child. Exactly. You know, I've said to the principal, I sent messages to this principal that if it doesn't stop, I threatened him with the media. I threatened him with his job. I'm like, I'll sue your asses. I don't care. And then he's like, you know, Miss Pinkham, the messages I received from you, you know, I have a he brought up, oh, I have a family of my own I have to support. If I have that job taken away, I'm never going to have a job in the school system again, ever. And I looked at my boyfriend and I'm like, oh, well, not my problem. Run your school the correct way. Watch how your teachers hi, Lydia. V, thank you for coming in. Please hit that like button or hit that thumbs up and hit that red button. I know you have already. But he shouldn't have a job in the school system again, ever again. Exactly, and that's what he was afraid of. You know, sorry, I'm on to you, suckers. You know, it's what I was saying to myself. I'm on to you. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to sweet talk your way out of it, and it's not going to work with me. You've done 4 years of sweet talking. I'm not doing it again. You should have thought about that before he let his teachers get away with it. Exactly. And that's why the police are now involved. And like I said, I will be calling that school, the police station on Monday. My kids went into public school with therapists and IEPs. Exactly, my daughter has an IEP, but I was told they couldn't have any special help till they failed. That's not true. That is not true. Where do you live, Lydia? Hi, Craft Mania. Thank you for coming in. I'm doing okay. That is not true, Lydia. My daughter has an IEP too, and she's got all kinds of services. She had speech. I had special help all through middle school and high school. I have an IEP too. Exactly. I sat in class for over a month to watch them after my son said they took the special needs kids and an officer shook one. Wow. They were horrid at that school. I'm sure they were. You know, you think when your kids go to school that they're safe. Actually, they're not. No school system is safe. After what I've just gone through and still going through, that is a lie. It's not a safe haven for kids. Apparently special needs now means the bad kids. Exactly. You know, they like to label kids now. You know, one has behavioral issues, one has ADHD, one has ADD. You know, they shouldn't be doing that. How quick a child's self-esteem can go down because of being labeled that way? The teacher tried to publicly humiliate me. That's ridiculous. I've heard an autistic child was put in a duffel bag, zipped up, and left in the hallway until his mom and PE teacher could get him out at the end of the day. That's abuse. That is abuse. Teachers nowadays feel like they have parental rights. No, they don't. The teacher isn't responsible, the principal is. The principal is the parent. The principal is the one that runs the school. He or she are the ones who are responsible because they're left in their care. It's their school. So, no, to me, no school is safe. Wow. My teacher called me a waste of human DNA. And my parents asked her if she ever called me stupid. The teacher replied, "The apple doesn't fall from the tree, fall far from the tree." You gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous stuff. That's totally ridiculous. I was bullied and molested and worse. I'm not letting my kids into a place that clearly doesn't have time or resources to care. Exactly. They fired her when I graduated. They hired her back at a private Christian school of all places. Wow! That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. I know, man, this is just crazy. It is. Why is school getting so bad? I have no clue, Lydia. I wish I knew the answer to that. I really do. Steph and Lydia, I made you mods. I'm in college. This classmate took scissors to my hair and chopped it off. Wow. You're welcome. Anytime. You know, this is what I speak about on my channel. Um, I am so against bullying. I'm so against abuse. It's uncalled for. It's not necessary. You know, if you have a problem with someone, just talk to them calmly without putting them down. And, you know, you don't know how messed up that can hurt someone's self-esteem. It's just long. It's so long in so many ways. You know, even bully reports don't help because it, like I said in previous lives or videos of mine, it's like a never-ending circle, a cycle. It stops and it starts again. It stops and then it starts again. And it's a continuous thing. No matter how many times they tell you they're going to stop, they may do it when they're around other peers. But when they're alone, they don't have a problem. And that's what ticks me off. Because that's how my daughter was getting treated. You know, a girl named Mariah. She had sworn to the principal that she had no problems with Megan. They get into the arguments and everything. You know, and when she's around other students, she does it. You know? Okay, Lydia, thank you for coming in. Hugs back to you. Mwah. They should have called the counselor to talk to you and her instead of manhandling the kid. Exactly. They should have called someone down to that classroom, but they didn't. So she took it upon herself to do something to my daughter and hurt her in the process. And it's not going to go well. You know, and there were other kids around here that I saw this afternoon while I was waiting for my daughter to get home. You know, because my daughter is so small for her age, she gets picked on. She's like the smallest one in her class. Thanks, Steph. Same back at you. And, you know, they admitted that they at the beginning, my daughter would appear to be mean. She does have a mean side to her, but she also has a loving and compassionate side to her. I know my daughter better than anyone. And they admitted that they don't have a problem with her. You know, that's just the way she is. That's how her personality is. You know, if you can't accept someone's personality the way it is, then you don't need to be in their lives. Sorry, you know, don't let the door kick your ass on the way out, you know? And, you know, they know how Megan is. You know, and they're fine with her. I just don't know why people don't see her like that. You know, they want to judge you for the way you look, for your size. Come on now. We're all human. We bleed the same blood. Everybody has different hearts. Some are loving and caring. Some are mean and cold. You know, some have no heart at all for anything. You know, give peace a chance. But, guys, if you'd like, you can post your links up here to get the word out about, you know, just put something down what you do with your channel, what you do in your channel. You know, I wish Brandon was here too, so he could be putting his out there. I know he's getting pretty good, pretty high up there. I like to promote people's channels, you know, Steph's Adventure, Lydia V, Brandon Marlowe. If I was in school with her, I would be her friend and stand up for her. Exactly. You know, there are some people who claim they're her friend, but yet they don't say anything. That's what ticks me off. Nobody is standing up for my daughter, but she'll be the first person to stand up for you, as you got treated that way. But it's in the police's hands now. Like I said, I'm going to call there Monday and find out what the update is. And if I have to, I'll press charges against her myself. I'm not afraid to do it. Because nobody's going to touch my daughter and leave marks and get away with it. I don't care if you get fired or not. I'm still pressing charges. Plain and simple. I have that right. So I'm on Facebook too, Steph, if you want to check me out there. I may rant and rave sometimes, but just trying to get my point across. People think just doing nothing means they aren't part of the problem, but doing nothing makes the bystanders just as guilty because they didn't stop it. That's so true. That is definitely 100% on target. Be the better person. You know, say something, tell someone. You know, don't just let it happen because then you're part of the problem. Awesome stuff. Thank you. But it's almost my bedtime. Ugh. We were out and I was basically getting tired. He wanted to go back out for a little while. And I told him, just bring me home because I'm going to try to go live and then probably go to bed. And we have to get up early, not too early, to go pick up my daughter at her friend's house and then get her ready for dance for noontime tomorrow. So not sure what we're doing after that. So It was a spontaneous thing of going out tonight, that's for sure. But it did help. You know, my daughter was happy to be spending the night with a friend. Ed and I got some time alone with dinner. I had one drink and some water. But it did help a little bit. I feel a little relieved, but I won't be 100% relieved until all this is over and done with. But I think I'm gonna stop this now. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow. My daughter will probably be home too, so she might join me. But you know, always remember, give a kind gesture. Being rude and ignorant and mean is not the way to go. You know, you never know what somebody's going through. And you could be that person to put a smile on their face, to lift them up. You know, that's what I try to do. I try to be as honest as I possibly can. You know, holding in lies does not help. A lie leads into another lie to cover up a lie. And, you know, just be yourself. That's all that matters. You know what you're like. And, you know, that's all that matters. I'm behind you 100%. Thank you. I'm behind you too 100%. I think we've all had it rough. My school days were pretty rough. You won't believe the stories I tell you. Well, truth, anyway. I went through a lot when I was a teenager too. And I promised myself that when I grew up and had kids of my own, I'm always going to be, I'm always going to give them better than what I had. You know, and I'm proving that point now. I'm doing better for I'm doing better for my daughter than how I got treated. Nobody really ever did that for me. But, all right, hon, I'll come in your live stream tomorrow. Okay, Steph, thank you for coming in. Have a good night, okay? Sleep well. Sweet dreams. So with that being said, I'm gonna head out and head to bed. But, it's been a long day. I will be back on here tomorrow at some point. So, until then, I will catch you all later. And good night wherever you are. Sweet dreams.